Hey guys, this is Kiato here, and I am back with another video game pickup haul today. And I have to say, this is probably going to be my biggest haul that I ever gotten. Just because, yeah, I'm just looking around and I got a lot of stuff this past like month or month and a half. But yeah, background story. So last week I was at Anime Expo, and before the con even started, I was just hanging out with some friends 2 days prior because I went to go see Man with a Mission, which amazing band if you guys never heard of them. But my friend invited me to tag along with him with our other friend Eric. Thank you, Joe, really quickly. But tag along with him to go see one of the sellers that he was meeting up with for video games. And this guy had a shit ton of video games, and majority of the video games he had were very good, like nostalgia, JRPG games, more so focused towards that instead of like, the normal sports games, Call of Duty, etc. But yeah, this guy was just trying to get rid of majority of his collection because he was moving out, so he needed money. So that's when me and my friend Eric tagged along. So I think I spent like at least like $600 or so, and my friend Eric spent about $5 grand. But many games I got, I was missing in my collection, so I'm very happy that, thank you, Joe, for allowing me to tag along. But yeah, just many games that I just want it to fill my collection pretty much. So I guess the first thing, but before anything, I just do want to say there are some games that I did buy that wasn't part of the guy's collection that I bought and found through like thrift stores, so I'll point them out. But yeah, going through, I guess the first thing I want to show you guys are my Nintendo Switch games. So I didn't really pick any Nintendo Switch games from the guy. I mostly picked PS2, Gamecube, like nostalgia games. So these ones I actually picked up fairly recently. So the first one I want to show you guys is Fist of the North Star. So this was on an incredibly good deal with GameStop, like $10. So of course I used my Power Rewards to pay $5, and I guess the only downside to it is it's not shrink wrap, but very few copies of this was made, so I've been meaning to get this for some time now. And man, I really want to get my hands on the Hatsune Miku one too, because this is just a cool collectible right here. So I picked up that. This one I actually picked up through Half Price Bookstore, so this was actually $30, so I didn't really pay full price for it. So really good deal. Never played a Pikmin game before, but I do plan on doing so later in the future. I just got a lot of backlog games. I've been playing Tales of Vesperia recently, so I've been doing that. Picked up Star Ocean Second Story. So these games I've been picking up mostly just on a good deal. This one's probably the only game I paid retail price for, and that is Shin Megami Tensei 5 Vengeance. So I only paid retail because I want the steelbook, since this is a launch edition right here. So I think this is the only game I paid technically full price for on the Switch. And then lastly, this one's going to be a special one because this is autograph signed by, it's not the producer, but the president of the company for Falcon or NIS. So he's the president of Falcon. I forgot his name, but I got him to sign my Weiss game. So I'll leave his name on the description. But yeah, he is the president of Falcom, and he did work on the Steel Series games as well in this series. So pretty excited to show you guys. And here's a closer look to what his signature is. So those were my Nintendo Switch game pickups here. Okay, so for these two, I actually got these through Half Price Bookstores for a really good deal. Probably my only Xbox games that I got. But yeah, I picked up Mortal Kombat Armageddon for about $9 or so, and Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. So I'm actually quite shocked about this one because I didn't know the value of this was in the $30 range. And then this one, I mean, it's like in the 15s, but come on, you can't, it was only like $5, so that's pretty good steal. So these were the only Xbox games that I picked up in this haul. Okay, next are some PlayStation games, and or I'll go say PlayStation 3 to PlayStation 4, but these ones were not part of the guys collection. These ones I actually found through similar to Mortal Kombat games through thrift stores. Picked up this game, Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. So funny enough, I actually have a seal copy already. This is the Greatest Hits edition, but I wanted the one without the red label because this is the, before the Greatest Hits. And this one was not that bad of a deal. I think it was like around $10 at half price, so pretty happy to grab a physical copy. And of course, this is pretty much a Yakuza in a apocalyptic scene. And Fist of the North Star is an old anime series, so never played it, but I am very curious to see how the game goes out. So pretty excited to eventually play that when I'm not burned out from Yakuza, because I've been playing Yakuza games forever now and kind of got burnt out. But I got that. I got Persona 5 Strikers, I guess the Dynasty Warriors of Persona. And this one I got at Best Buy for like $10 or so. So really good steal. I actually have the Switch version of this game too, but I wanted to get the PlayStation 4 because I actually do want to try out eventually to play. So I want to play the more superior version of the game. So picked that up. More games I picked up through half price. Tales of Vesperia, or Tales of Berseria, sorry. So, $10, not a bad game. Probably one more recommended Tales games I would recommend people play if you want to get into the series. Really good combat system once you kind of get the hang of it. Amazing story and amazing character development. So I think it's probably my most favorite Tales games. Probably number 1 or number 2. So far, Symphonia is always going to be my number 1. And Vesperia has actually been one of my more favorite ones, just because how real the character is for Yuri. So really good deal. If you ever come across this game, go ahead and pick it up. Don't really see this out on shelves anymore in GameStops and such, so don't miss out on that. So that, and here's another Tales game. Tales of Graces. So, or Graces F. So good game, terrible story, like shit story. But I do actually have a copy of this already. It is a signed copy from the English voice actors, so I wanted a clean copy just in case if I ever come across the Japanese voice actors or just want one that's just clean. So got this for like $25, so a little more pricier than what I would normally pay for. But regardless, it's a hard game to come across by. So I think that was the only PS3 game actually surprisingly picked up. But here's this actually, which I want to show off this before we move on to the next games. But Steelbook of Final Fantasy 16. So got my hands on a seal copy. Pretty basic, generic, but I paid retail price, which was about $10. So I've been wanting to get a sealed copy of this, and fortunately I missed out, but now I'm happy to actually have a steelbook of this in my video game collection. Okay, next are my handheld pickups. I think the only game, just to show you guys, that I got from the guys collection for portable games is Parasite Eve, the 3rd birthday. So really awesome game. This was the only game I was missing in my Parasite Eve collection, so I'm very happy to finally get my hands on a copy that's pretty clean and complete in box. Got a really good deal on this, so the only game that I got portable wise from the guys collection. But the rest here, thrift stores, you know how it be. So this one, Metal Gear Solid Portable Ops Plus. Got filled in my Metal Gear Solid collection here, so picked this up. Picked up Assassin's Creed 3 Liberation. So this game, kind of iffy about it. I don't know if I want to really keep this or not. Because there's already a Switch version of the game, and honestly I spent a little too much money, so $15 is a little pricier than what I would pay for, to be quite honest. But regardless, I got that, so I'm kind of debating on that. But the next is Conception 3. I don't know if I showed this one off yet already, but this is an Atlas game, so I think that was the only reason why I picked this up. is because it's an Atlas game. So I got this one I actually picked up through GameStop for probably at least like $15 or so. So this one is not that bad of a deal for this. And then the last portable game that I got Trauma Center Under the Knife. So another Atlas title game. I don't know how I feel about this series because it's a very unique series that Atlas owns, and they have a lot of titles. They have a lot of DS games, a lot of Wii games. Very interesting series. Don't hear too much talk about this game, but like I haven't tried it out yet to actually form an opinion how I feel about it. But you know, I have the games, so I guess that's the only thing I can say at the moment. Alright, next thing I want to show you guys are Nintendo games. So this is kind of a mixture of like Wii, Gamecube, just Nintendo in general, even though I already showed you the Nintendo Switch games. But here's the only Nintendo Wii U game that I got. Star Fox Zero, everyone's favorite Star Fox game, yay! And I think this is like the third remake of this storyline of Star Fox, so damn, can't wait for a fourth one now. But yeah, this one I picked up at GameStop for like $8 or so, and I've been meaning to get my hands on this copy now. I mean, even though it is a terrible game, like a terrible game, mainly because of the controls. Regardless, I've been, you know, trying to fill my Nintendo Wii U collection of Nintendo title games. So, you know, $8, not too bad, or did I say 7? I can't remember, but yeah, I got that. This one was definitely someone's mistake at work, I would say. But I got Rhythm Heaven Fever for $15. So keep in mind why this is very important. If you guys go on price charting or GameEye or just eBay in general, the value of this game for just not even a sealed copy, just a complete inbox, which funny enough it is, this goes for over $130, which is crazy. And I didn't think too much of the game, and keep in mind, this is from Half Price Bookstore, but I didn't think too much about the game until I looked at the price value when I was in the store, and I just gasped. Because I was just like, what? I don't know why this game is very expensive, but holy shit did I hit a gold mine with this one. Like, this was such a crazy... I was just like, sold. Just give me this. I want it in my collection. So yeah, I picked up Rhythm Heaven Fever here. Yeah, that's pretty much the Wii games right there. Alright, next are Nintendo GameCube games, and these ones are actually from the guy's collection that I was talking about. So I picked up Metal Gear Solid Twin Snakes, Mega Man X Command Mission, and Mario Party 6. So games that I've been really wanting to add to my collection, like been trying to find for like a really good deal, because of course Metal Gear Solid, I'm trying to get my hands on all the Metal Solid games, so this being added to my collection, like this was one of the big ones I really wanted. So I'm very happy about that. Mega Man X Command Mission, I truly want to try this game out, especially the GameCube or PS2, either or. But you know, I'm a Mega Man fanboy, so this was one of the things that I regret not getting when I was younger. And of course, Mario Party. I want to try to get as many Mario Party games as possible, because if I ever do like a hangout session, I can have like all the systems set up, have all the Mario Party games for everyone to play. So yeah, just so ecstatic to actually have these in my collection here. And speaking about Mario Party games, I actually did pick up Mario Party 1 and 2 on Nintendo 64. I actually got this through one of the people in the Seattle gaming groups. You know, cut me a deal with these ones, and really happy because, like I said, I'm trying to get all the Mario Party games. So I think the only one now missing in my collection is technically 3. So fingers crossed I land myself the final Mario Party game for a good steal. But yeah, got these for my only Nintendo 64 games. Alright, next up in my pickups is for a console that I don't even own and never own at all once. but fingers crossed I come across the console to buy as well. But picked up some Sega games actually. So I picked up Virtual on the Sega Saturn. So this game is actually one of the games from the Guys Collection. All three of these games actually, which I will show in a second. But yeah, one of my favorite arcade games of all time, which I love. I actually have the Virtual On one, or not Virtual On, Certain Magical Index version. And now I actually have the OG one, so happy I own this. And two Dreamcast games right here. So Space Channel 5, a classic. So never knew they had this edition where, you know, the cover is moving, so very interesting. But yeah, series that, you know, I've been meaning to want to collect. And of course, the #1 game that everyone's favorite, Marvel vs. Capcom, the tag team fighter of Millennium. Man, these, oh my god. So these two are especially like very important to me because these games I played so much in the arcades back then, and my god, the soundtrack in this game, oh my god, I was just playing as Mega Man or Ryu and just like fanboying as little kids, just seeing all the amazing graphics. I think I still get goosebumps from this game still. So happy about that. And this game, oh my god, it was so hard to get past like level 2, I think, if I remember correctly. But the controls in this game with the joysticks and just tilting, oh my god, such nostalgia for these games. But man, you guys can see my smile just talking about these games. Okay, next in my pickups, I picked up some PlayStation 1 games. I think only 2 of them I got from the guy, but this one I actually got through the Facebook gaming community group of Seattle. So this one, Tenchu, Stealth Assassin. Pretty classic. This is the OG ninja game that everyone recalls and thinks of. That or Ninja Gaiden, which I say Ninja Gaiden is my favorite one, but Tenchu, pretty awesome game. Definitely didn't know they had a lot of games up to Xbox 360. It's been a while since I actually followed this. But got Tenchu. And then these ones are from the guide that I purchased from. So I picked up Digimon World 3 and Evo Zone. So this game was a very interesting game, and I only picked it up because, you know, it was a reasonable price that I bought the guy for. But yeah, it's supposed to be like an episodic, like Power Rangers kind of style game. So very interesting series or game because I'm not too familiar with the studio at all. Titus, I think they shut down or something. But yeah, if you guys don't remember ever playing this game on the PlayStation 1, you guys were missing out because I think this is during the hype of Digimon when everyone was just going crazy. So just picking up Digimon World 3, man. I remember watching my friend play this game and just us having a blast of watching him play. So I think that's one of the things I just remember a lot about this game is just back then when you go watch your friends play on TV and just being overly excited watching them play or them watching you play, like you just can't get those feelings anymore now these days, huh? Alright, and now into the final stretch of the haul are my PlayStation 2 games. Some are mixed in that I bought from the guy, actually majority of the games I bought from the guy, and then some I actually got out in the wild field of, you know, garage sales, thrift stores, you know how it is. But I guess I'll just show the games that I picked up that wasn't from the guy's collection. So I picked up Grimoire, so, you know, the OG PS2 one before it got a remake, or a remaster, which I did not know about actually, about the remaster, so I kind of blinked out on that. So this is the OG one right here. So there's that. Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses. I think this had probably the coolest title name in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Games. But yeah, I think this was everyone's favorite Yu-Gi-Oh! Game actually. So, I mean, it had cool animations, all this kind of stuff. It was not bullshit like Forbidden Memories because the fusion in Forbidden Memories made no sense whatsoever. But, you know, just look at Red Eye's Black Skull Dragon. That is sick. So got this, and my favorite one that I found in the wild, Metal Gear Solid 3 Substance. I think the final Metal Gear Solid game I'm missing on the PlayStation consoles now that I finally have. So yeah, the best Metal Gear Solid game, or I say it's the best Metal Gear Solid game in my opinion. It definitely fixed a lot of the issues. So finally have that in my collection. But yeah, on to the stack of games that I picked up. Majority of my money went towards the PlayStation games. So man, so much money spent on just video games. I'm taking a break from collecting for a bit. But Time Crisis 2, Valkyrie Profile 2, Space Channel 5, Shining Force, which I just realized this one's a other game that this one I did not pick up from the guide. I got this at Pink Gorilla actually. So this one I picked up from the guide though. Shining Tears, Fatal Frame, which I regretfully did not get the sealed copy on eBay, which I'm stupid about because I actually have a sealed copy of Fatal Frame 2 and 3 in my collection. So man, the only game I regret not buying, I should have bought this one prior. Eternal Poison, never heard of this game, but it's an Atlas game, so you know, I had to. And the game I was actually one of the games I was actually really happy to get, which is Clock Tower 3. Very interesting game, especially for a horror game that's a Capcom title, or Capcom publisher. So very interesting. But yeah, I should probably remove this because like I said, I didn't buy that from the guy. But yeah, just majority of the games I bought from the dude, like I was missing a lot in the collection. Same for the Gamecube games. Same Gamecube games, like man, I'm just very stoked to actually have these in my collection now. I did forget to show you guys one last thing I picked up, and this one I actually picked up at an anime convention before Anime Expo. I actually picked this up at MomoCon in Atlanta, Georgia, and that is the Melancholy Haruhi Suzumiya. So this one is a PS2 game, and it's an interesting collector's edition because this one actually comes with one of the Figmas, OG Figmas inside, which you guys can see right here. So I only got this because, you know, this anime series is probably the anime series that really got me into anime, or one of them. One of the anime series that got me really into anime, so, you know, I'm a huge fan of the Haruhi Suzumiya series, or the Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya, so very happy to finally have this in collection. And funny story about this one, I could have got this in Japan, but I think it's during the time period when I went to Japan for the first time and my luggage was just overstuffed. So I guess one of my regrets of not getting this, but you know, I finally have it now. Alright guys, that'll pretty much be it for my video game pickups haul, and yeah, I'm just quite surprised of the amount of games that I picked up in this month and a half. I'm actually a little more surprised about the fact that I was able to get these games safely back home, because during that time I was going to Anime Expo, and you know, the biggest anime convention in the US, so somehow bringing these games back safely to my home in a luggage full of anime stuff, very challenging, but you know, somehow I managed, and yeah, I'm just happy to finally get many of these games in my collection now. But yeah, if you guys see that orange bag right there, underneath are some totes that's where I'll be storing my games, so I spend some time organizing my stuff. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I enjoyed showing off many stuff that I get, and honestly, like I said, this is just a holy grail of pickups for me personally. Don't know when I will get games this amount of quality in the next haul, but it might be some time now, especially after spending a lot of money on the games. But anyways, hope to see you guys in my next video, and take care of yourselves. See ya.